Yeah. Hey guys,
Oh, yes, definitely.
we've just had an alert telling us that we're going live.
Yeah, that we are live.
Hey guys, Richard
And Amanda. And Benjamin.
and a very grumpy Benjamin. He's grumpy right now. Here, once again, for what I believe to be an incredibly important live. But we'll get to that. We will get to that. I don't know whether
What are you doing?
anybody out there has watched my most recent video.
I have.
I was in the process of kind of making that when all this stuff came around. So I finished the video off, and it is kind of to do with some of the stuff that's been announced by Niantic in this ultra bonus unlock for the global challenge. So we're just gonna hang around for 5 or 10 minutes, just shooting the breeze while people shooting the breeze.
What's that mean?
Chatting.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
Eating good. I'm hungry.
Me too, I'm a bit hungry as well. Let me just check and make sure that the stream that doesn't seem like it's doing it, does it? So maybe we have to start again.
Oh, no. David's on.
Is he?
Yeah, hey. Hi, Dave.
Hey, this is all wrong though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Sorry guys, technical issues.
Danny. Hi, Danny.
Hey!
We seem to have...
There we go. Hi guys, sorry about that. So yeah.
November Indigo. Echo. Energy. That needs to be...
Yeah, we'll get rid of that, eh? That's what I do.
That's it.
Yeah, we'll just mute that. That kind of thing's not welcome in our chat. We're all very good. We're all very good. How are you, David? So tonight, as I've just been saying, we're going to be chatting about the Ultra Unlock bonus that's come about after we've completed the global challenge. We've had all the beasts back and had all the shinies. Well, we haven't had Tweakum yet, but it's coming this weekend. We're going to talk about that this evening, but I just want to give it 5 or 10 minutes before we actually get like properly into it, because this stuff is pretty important. I can tell you about some of the other stuff that we've got up to today, and some of the funny hijinks and situations that happen when you're filming content for YouTube. For example, today, after filming the video that I filmed, edited and uploaded today, we decided to stop and do some Rayquaza raids. And I caught this Rayquaza.
I don't know what it said, but it obviously weren't very nice.
Okay.
I couldn't bother to work it out.
Okay, I caught this Rayquaza whilst filming only to realise in the rush to start filming and get a lobby open and stuff like that, I forgot to start my screen recorder. So that raid isn't going to appear on our channel. It's a weather booster shiny, and that would have been awesome. But these things happen when you're making content for YouTube. Yes, Danny, I've got 4 now, I think. 4 shiny Rayquaza. Let's have a look. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shiny Rayquaza.
Have you got one like this, Rich?
Have I got one of those?
Mm.
No, I don't have one of those. What's one of those, Amanda?
A Shundo.
Oh, is it perfect?
It is.
Amanda has a perfect.
Shundo! That's right.
Shiny Rayquaza. Let's tell them the story about that. So we do the raid, and she says, "Oh, I've got a black one," and shows me her phone, and I'm like, "That's 100%." And she was like, "Is it? Is it?" And she was shaking and so nervous that she wouldn't. She had 20 Pokeballs, guys, 20 Premier Balls
Hi,
on
James.
an auto catch, and she would not throw any balls. I had to do it for her to catch it, and I caught it first ball. He didn't attack. He didn't get knocked away. I didn't miss. She caught it first ball.
So what I thought I'd do with this one
Is power it up to the top today.
is press Pogo power ups.
Is it right to the top?
Just
You've got enough Stardust.
every so often.
2.5 million.
Just every so often.
Hi James, welcome to the chat. So today I'm going to go over it again. We're going to be talking majorly about the Ultra Bonus Unlock information, the global challenge stuff that's happened. I think there's a lot to talk about there. There's a lot of information that's already been delivered, and they're going to be delivering more information on the 20th, I think they said. So it's really worth talking about. If it hadn't have been the live tonight, I would have made a standalone YouTube video to talk about this stuff, edited. But I figured there's only a few hours to the live. We'll talk about it on the live. Hey, Pumpkin Queen. Hey, Amy.
Hi.
Have you guys all come along to watch Amanda max out Shundo Rayquaza? Is that what you've done? Or does it just make you sick like me?
Oh, sweetheart.
I've got the proper green-eyed monster going on.
It's not as good as Laura's though.
It is not. Vapors.
Vapor.
Yeah, she got a Shundo
She rocks.
weather boosted one today. Somebody in our community.
Amy wants to pass salt.
I'm still salty about shiny rays. Have you not got one, Amy? You said on the radio you didn't have. You still not got one. I've got 4.
Maybe you should.
I think you probably should, James. That is... Rayquaza is a really good Pokemon. If you've got Undos, max out.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Katie.
The point is, Katie, I caught hers for her because she was shaking too much. She wouldn't throw a Pokeball at it, even though it's a shiny legendary. Auto catches as soon as you hit it.
I think weren't I holding baby at time?
No.
Oh.
89%.
89%.
None of mine are any good. I've got a 96%, but it's got 13 attack.
That doesn't count.
That absolutely counts. Nothing says supportive of your partner when you catch a Shundo for her.
Look at you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Oh,
right.
Rich, just before you look, let's there you go.
I've given up on finding one this time around. Going to have to wait
84 years.
for the next lot of Ray raids. There's still time, Amy. And you know what? Failing that, right? Failing it, if you want, I will trade you a shiny Ray. I've got 4. I want to trade some off on lucky trades. I do, but you're one of the most positive people in the community. So if you want one,
We like
no.
you.
The
Baby's future Pokemon trainer for sure. Yes, he is. He has his own count already.
Can you really be a Pokemon master? Yeah. You're 0 years old now, and when you're 10, we'll give you a rat and send you to explore Europe by yourself. Alright?
They weren't just Europe though.
The creepy old man next door will give you his job that he's done none of, and you go and do it for him. Okay? Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
But he's supposed to be 13 to get friends.
It's mental, isn't it? The Pokemon main series games are mental. You're old enough now. Go and explore the entire continent by yourself.
It's funny.
So anyway, what we're going to talk about today is this.
We are all listening to Professor Oak.
I've just had an alert. It's not good, is it?
No, mine.
I don't understand. Professor Willow's Global Challenge Ultra Bonus Unlock. Congratulations, trainers. With all your hard work in successfully completing Sparks, Blanche's and Candela's challenges, you've unlocked...
Candela? Did you say that weird?
No. Candela's challenges,
Okay.
you've unlocked the Ultra Bonus. We're excited to announce that this year you'll have 3 weeks of bonuses. While we can't share all the details yet, we'd like to give you the dates when you can expect the bonuses, blah, 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 blah. So...
Pokemon Detective says, hey, Pokemon.
Hi.
And David, you're right. It does rule our lives. And our lives. Did you like what I did there? Sorry. Carry on.
No.
Just before you carry on, look. Watch this.
This is going to be a fun show, guys. So much fun.
Anybody that's just joined us, I'm just maxing out my... just casually maxing out my
We've had enough of that flex now. We've all had enough of that flex.
No, these haven't. Only you have. Oh, it's Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Awesome.
So,
I'm loving the name.
the first week, which is September 2nd to September 9th, trainers can enjoy a chance to work on their Johto Pokedex while exploring and raiding. Put on your walking shoes as Pokemon never before seen in eggs in Pokemon Go will be hatching during this time. Right, okay, so what that means, I think, last year we got Kanto regionals in eggs. I think this year we're going to get Johto regionals in eggs, which is, as far as I remember, it's Corsola and Heracross. That's right, isn't it?
Well, Heracross is the only thing I haven't got.
It's the only thing I haven't got because we've got Corsola at
Manchester. No, Germany.
in Germany, yeah, at the Safari Zone in Dortmund.
Johto eggs. Yay!
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, last year that's kind of the reward that they gave us. I mean, now there's more. So, if you want to complete your Johto decks, do some 7k eggs. This is the one that interests me the most. September 9th to the 16th. Pokemon from across the globe will join in the celebration this week, along with. So I don't know whether that means there's going to be a regional migration of some of the new regionals, Gen 3 up, along with a special appearance by a mythical Pokemon. What's that?
How's Katie managed to complete her Johto decks? Have you been to Europe? Did Mr. Man go travelling?
Of course, all the spawns around the equator.
No, Mr. Man though.
Eggs last year.
Oh, why didn't I get a Heracross? Why did Heracross not get eggs?
Because I've just explained that 2 minutes ago.
I'll eat some grapes until the day.
Kanto regionals last year. Johto regionals this year.
Oh.
So Mr. Man's in the Kanto Pokedex.
Oh, that's why then. That's alright then.
What?
Benjamin said his first word, literally minutes after being born. No, hours after being born. He had some milk, and we took him off for whatever reason, and he went, "Ma!" like as clear as anything, which is obviously just a fluke, but there you go. He's 10 weeks old, David. Probably not. David, Pumpkin Queen, my dad went to England and caught me and Mr. Mine.
Awesome.
Wow, that's awesome. And he's completed, David's completed Johto Dex too?
I know a lot of people that have completed their Johto Decks from trading with people who've travelled. People like me, I've refused to do that. I want to collect
Me too.
the regionals myself, either by travelling or through events. I want to catch them or hatch them or whatever. So that's pretty important for me. But I think there's going to be a regional migration during week 2, but the appearance by a mythical Pokemon that will be available to a challenging raids. What that might mean, if you remember back to when Mewtwo left EX raids, he joined regular raids. And I think that perhaps Deoxys will do that. Deoxys is mythical, so Deoxys might do that, and we will get a new EX raid boss. That's what I'm hoping for, because Deoxys was not. I'm interested in what that's got to say, darling. Yeah, about Deoxys, the DNA Pokemon from outer space, darling. And it should go back to outer space out of our EX raids. Because nobody wants him anymore.
Heracross spawns in Disney World. Oh, you want to go to Disney World, don't you?
I do.
They're not hard to find and to trade here. Week 3 gets Tom, the unusual Pokemon spawning in the wild. And I haven't found a single Heracross in all of the 3 years this game has existed, David says.
And this is the thing that has me the most excited. Look at this. Unusual Pokemon will be appearing in the wild during the week. That's a sentence. The first letter in that sentence is U. Next sentence. Noteworthy opponents are coming to raids too. End of a sentence. The next letter that started the sentence is N. Then, over the course of the event, you may also be able to add some Pokemon to your Kanto Pokédex that previously eluded you in your part of the world. O, at the beginning of that sentence. Venture out to take on challenges and make discoveries. V, as always, happy exploring trainers. A, those letters spell Unova, which is the name of the region for Gen 5.
Did you see that on a tweet somewhere? Or did you work that out yourself?
Craig Aubrey, Gubrovich,
a
local player, worked it out and
Oh,
put circles around all the letters.
Gubrovich.
And that means I think that we're going to have
No.
the first wave. Oh,
Not it. First wave.
the first wave of Unova
Oh,
Pokemon.
dear. I'm going to go and change Benji Bump.
Okay. Let's have a look. What we say?
Bless you.
I haven't found a single Heracross in all the 3 years this game has existed. Where are you, David? Because unless you're in...
David's in... Oh no, that's Carl. Never mind.
Because if you're not in the right place, you turn your screen off.
I haven't turned my screen off. Look. There you go. Enjoy. It's okay, Benjamin. Come here.
Dark Right is the new EX Raid boss.
Can you hold it?
It's coming, and also possible as Gigas.
Oh,
Fingers
Katie
crossed.
has to go. See you soon, Katie.
See you later, Katie.
Hold on a minute.
The next Raid boss after Rayquaza. Hello, darling. Hello. Hello. Well, maybe the thing is, Reggie Gigas is like the king of the Titans. He created the other 3 Titans: Reggie Rock, Reggie Steel, and Reg Ice. So I would have thought that if they're going to release that Pokemon, it would be surrounding the other like Titans. They would be involved in some way, maybe shining releases or something like that. Dark, Rai, is that how you say it? That's how I've been saying it, or Dark Ray, is a dark type Pokemon. It's mythical, and I would have thought that perhaps they would do that as a special research quest line around Halloween, like they did with Spiritomb last year. So I don't know about those. I really don't. I really don't. But it seems to me that what they're indicating is that the Kanto regionals will no longer be regionals. One of the reasons why I think this is because Giovanni's Kangaskhan has been data mined in the game, which means that obviously encounters with Giovanni and perhaps other, Jesse and James from Team Rocket will occur. Kangaskhan is a regional Pokemon, which means that will be a regional variant that's out there. I think that they're going to be wiping the slate clean, which will give them their way of releasing Mime Junior and releasing new worldwide regionals from Gen 5 from the Unova region, which is where the Unova pack comes in. That's what I think. Oh, there you go. Perhaps I honestly think if they're going to switch out the EX raid, they could go for Arceus, the Pokemon God. That's Gen 4. They could go for that. It will be probably around for a long time with all the different types. I think I counted 18 different types of Pokemon. So it's going to be around for a long time if they do a form for each type. But yeah, let's have a look. I haven't heard a rumour about shiny unknowns spawning, but I suppose that could happen. I mean, they've got to release shiny Pokemon somewhere. There's going to be Adventure Sync 2.0. Yeah, I've seen that. They're testing it in Australia at the moment. It allows you to detect, even when you're not playing the game, Pokemon that you haven't caught before, which I think is a really good addition to the game. It means that the rarer Pokemon, like at the moment Gibble is really rare, there are a lot of trainers who still haven't even caught one. They haven't found one.
That's me.
I've managed to hatch one out of an egg. Never seen one in the wild. And it will help those players actually be able to find some Pokemon. Yeah, that's what I thought, Amy. I thought that it seemed a bit soon. I mean, they jumped from Gen 1 with Mewtwo to Gen 3 to Deoxys. I suppose there's a possibility that they could immediately jump to Gen 5, but that is extremely unlikely in my opinion for a new EX raid boss. Extremely unlikely. So, I don't know. I don't think that Arceus is coming. I honestly think my call is Shiny Mewtwo is going to go into EX raids. Probably with an increased chance of getting them, even beyond the 1 in 19 from raids. Maybe 1 in 10 or something, because it will be locked behind an EX raid pass. That's my opinion anyway. I think that Mewtwo's going to go back in with a shiny variant.
Shadow Ball?
Hopefully with Shadow Ball, yeah. Tom's hatched one Gable and seen a few in the wild. Never caught any. Okay. You reckon Darkrai? Maybe. I mean, it could be, but I would have thought that would have been a more Halloween-related release. But maybe I'm just clinging to that notion that because it's a dark type, that they'll do something around Halloween with it. They don't have to. I'm sure that there's plenty of ghost types from the Unova region to come. I mean, they still haven't released Rotom from Gen 4. That could be a release, either through a quest line or, there's lots that they could do around Halloween. I just know that Halloween's generally a bit of a special time in Pokemon Go. It harkens back to the first ever Pokemon Go event, which was their first ever Halloween event. The first time that Niantic did an event, and it went amazingly. So they it's special to me at least. You see, the thing is, Tom, I don't know whether did you ever do any EX raids when Mewtwo was the EX raid boss? Because you might think that it's too exclusive, but the EX raid scene then compared to now is there's a massive difference. And I'm sure that this is worldwide. I'm pretty sure that this is not just local. It used to be that we've done it, me and Amanda, we've driven across town to do level 1 or 2 raids at the EX eligible gyms. So the Wooden Boy, Lock Park Art, or the Lock Park gyms, etc., just to try and get EX raid passes. Now, sometimes I think, do I even want to do that raid? Because if an EX raid pass comes up on it, I'll feel compelled to do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's a free raid pass, and I don't really think that Deoxys, once you've got one,
to get them though as well.
Yeah, it did seem more difficult, didn't it? But it meant that they were more valuable, and it felt better. And I'm not trying to go back in time, but I can't imagine that any other raid boss would have that. And I can't see them just releasing Shiny Mewtwo on a community day or a raid day or something like that. I just can't see it. It's not. I mean, I suppose it's possible. They did it with Rayquaza. They just released it. I mean, it's right there. Amanda's powering it up. So.
It'd be good if 500 else across some EX gyms.
Yeah, I know. I guess that's also a worldwide problem. I mean, one of the problems that we have in this country is the companies seem to have skipped sponsoring gyms here. There are Starbucks everywhere, but they don't have sponsored gyms on them.
Yeah, none in Wonwell either. Is there not one in the park at Wonwell?
Nope.
Okay.
The gym that's on the other end of the park is not an EX eligible gym. It just doesn't. Anyway, let's go back to my game. It doesn't make sense in the UK, guys. It really doesn't. But hey, we have to work with what we've got. Come on, shiny check. That's not shiny. So, lots to come, guys. Lots to come. More is going to be announced on the 20th. But it seems like we're going to have Johto regionals in eggs, number 1. We're going to have a mythical Pokemon in raids, which I think is going to be Deoxys leaving the X raids and becoming a regular boss. I think then Gen 3, all the regionals from Gen 1 are going to migrate worldwide, and we're going to have new Unova regional Pokemon. That's huge. That is huge.
Oh.
Well, exactly, Amy. And if you were Niantic, let me just... If you were Niantic, would you not want that to happen? I mean, they're in the business, essentially, of selling raid passes, amongst other items, but raid passes are a real commodity for Niantic. And they will sell more raid passes. People will use green passes on level 1 or 2 raids.
Yeah.
To try and get EX raid passes to attempt to get a shiny Mewtwo. And let's be honest, if there's any shiny that deserves a bit of exclusivity, it's that one. And I don't mean to say that other people should not be allowed to get them, like everybody shouldn't be allowed to get them. They should, but they can do that through the EX raid system. all speculation for now yet. Hey, I'm so ready for them to put Shiny Mewtwo in the X-Raids. Take my money, Niantic. Exactly, Eve. Niantic will make so much money. Lock Tower doesn't need to be an EX gym. Bansam and Nautical Park should be one. I agree, Amy. I think that there needs to be a wider spread on the X-Raid gyms. There really does. And we need sponsored gyms in the UK. And I know that's probably not Niantic's responsibility. It'll be companies being willing to...
It is fully maxed.
being willing to put some money out and pay Niantic to do that. Let me just sort my screen out because it's... There we go, that's a bit better. But yeah, the EX gym spread in our area, so I have to assume that there are a lot of other areas that are similar to us, is not great. It really ain't. But they need to make Shiny Mewtwo somewhat exclusive. They need to make it so you have to work to get it.
Yes, Joseph Lock is still EX because I've got a pass for it.
All 4 gyms that are in Lock Park are EX eligible gyms, Amy. They are. You okay, darling? You're looking for your X-ray pass? You scroll past it. There. Yeah, Joseph Lock statue. There. So, guys, lots and lots coming, and I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. Number one, because we don't really know what's going to happen, and I actually prefer when Niantic surprises with things. I like that it's a bit cryptic, and I like that the Unova region is spelt out in their press release. Unova name. I thought that was a magic touch. I really think the 2 main possibilities are Shiny Mewtwo and Darkrai. They are the main possibilities, but I hope it's Shiny Mewtwo. I really do, because Darkrai, let's be honest, if it's good, I mean, it does have a potential to be good. I don't know. It just doesn't have the same allure as a Shiny Mewtwo. It doesn't. Amy cries in raid passes. Okay, guys, let's play Guess the Pokemon.
Don't guess for me. I'm pants.
Did you mess up? Did you not?
Missed my stamp yesterday. Well, that's not very nice, is it?
Oh, that feels like justice.
Why?
That feels like justice.
What would you like for me to be rated food box?
What I would really like is a good IV shiny Kyogre. I've got a good IV shiny Groudon. There's still time to get a good IV shiny Rayquaza or trade for one. So a good IV shiny Kyogre would be excellent. Failing that, a good IV shiny Latios. I don't want much. Do I? Don't want much.
Kyogre for Richard. No shiny, no stone. Richard shiny Groudon. You will break the game and get Suicune.
I had better not, Amy. If you jinx my game, then oh. And I've been saying that you're nice.
Amy. Laughing. Crying. Face. That time when you got Suicune and you thought it weren't possible. Oh, hilarious.
Worst day ever.
Your face. Hashtag Facebook, won't it?
Latios, no shiny. Amy thinks I'll get a Latios. Green, it's Suicune. Is everybody who wants to make a guess?
Kyogre.
Had a guess.
Richard's favourite Pokemon. Hashtag face drops.
I have a day of it to face on Saturday. A day of the toilet roll Pokemon. Yeah, Richard cries his way. You know, we're gonna stream the Suicune Raid Day.
But don't expect it to last very long.
If I get shiny on the first raid, no, I'll use the other 4 free raid passes at least. It doesn't make any sense not to.
Yeah.
I mean, rare candy, innit?
It's gonna be so much fun watching this. Every time you get a Suicune on your screen, it's like.
That's going to be fun. So much fun watching your face. Me looking miserable. Oh, Suicune.
I love you really, Richard.
A shiny Suicune. Oh, thanks, Amy.
Wonder if the Ultra Unlock will be the return of Kyogre and Groudon with their signature moves. Oh.
You know, that is an interesting call. We've all been waiting for it to happen. I mean, but they still haven't released a lot of legendaries with their signature move. I mean, how many times has Ho-Ho been back? And Lugia? Lugia does not have Aerial Blast. Ho-Ho doesn't have Sacred Flame. There's a lot. I don't know. I'm not even sure it's ever going to come. I wish it would though, because that would be amazing. He is being a bit fussy today, aren't you, darling? He wasn't very well yesterday. I've been a bit fussy. Oh, I think I'll just chew on my fist. Okay, let's play. Guess the Pokemon. Here we go.
Sorry, David.
3, 2, 1, go. A regular Latios. So everybody who said Latios, you win. Shiny smile from me. Ding!
Richard is going to run down the road getting Hundo shiny on Saturday. Could you imagine?
Do you know?
A couple of Shundo toilet roll Pokemon. That would be hilarious.
The first ever the first ever good IV legendary that I ever got was a Suicune. And 98% Suicune. And I couldn't have been more disappointed. Why did I just use a raspberry then instead of a peanut? I don't know.
You know, streak broken. You're not getting Spinder today.
Oh yeah, I've got a Spinder thing. Let's see if I can complete that. See if I get a shiny Spinder. Let's use some of these. No, my luck, it will just stay in. I'm not psychic, I swear.
Yeah, right.
Yay! Quest completed. Thanks, Latios. Now I'll actually try and catch you. Yeah, it's not, is it? The thing really is upsetting to me. I'm not a huge fan of how Ho-Ho looks, but in the lore, Ho-Ho is incredibly important in the Johto region, and it is just not good in Pokemon Go, and that's a real shame. Yay! Caught it with a peanut berry.
Woohoo!
Let's have a look. Not a great one, another one on the trade pile. Let's see if we get a shiny. No. No shiny spindler for me. That's a shame. Okay, guys, I think that Amanda's just entertaining the baby. I think, guys, that is the end of the show. Let's get hyped for these Ultra Unlocks. I'm super hyped for it. I expect more videos on the channel. I expect
See you soon,
some
James.
enthusiasm on Saturday. I'll try and muster some enthusiasm for the stream of the Toilet Roll Pokemon.
Bye,
Okay.
Tom. Good night, David. See you soon.
See you all in the next video.
Bye.